So in today's video, I'm going to break down everything you need to know on Manchester United's transfer plans for this summer that have been revealed by Tier 1 sources. We'll also get into what Romano has said on the latest of all of the players linked to Manchester United. We're going to talk about the ins, we'll talk about other positions, but we're going to mainly focus on the attacking ins. We'll talk about the outs and United's plan ahead of this window. So yeah, I just wanted to do a video, not just breaking down the latest news, but breaking down everything you need to know in regards to where we're targeting, midfield attack, who we want out, who's more likely to leave, who's more likely to stay out, the players we want out, and just give an update on everything you need to know. Now, we're particularly going to focus on the attacking rebuild because that is the focus now. And at the end of the video, I'm going to talk about why Cunha, Gyokeres, and Mbeumo is such good business and how, it's a very good plan and how I'm really happy with this plan. But let's start by breaking down United's transfer plans. So Cunha deal is done. It's viewed as a key signing for the new look attack under Amorim. It's done. It's official. It's been announced. We just need to see him in the kit. The kit announcement is, I believe, June 12th as well. So I think we could have some announcements then. Brian and Mbeumo, verbal agreement is in place. The second bid is expected soon. The second bid is expected to be around 60 million. And that's expected to be accepted. He's also said yes to United. I think he signed a 5-year deal, just pending final details, but this second bid is expected to be accepted, and United are not faffing around too much with that. Now, Victor Gyokeres is the preferred number 9. United are pushing for him, but we will need some sales. After signing Cunha and Mbeumo, we will need some sales to get Gyokeres over the line, but the player is open to the move, and he's seen it as the ideal striker to lead the line. Jean-Philippe Mateta is also under consideration as well. We're going to talk about the links to him later on in today's video. But it's basically attack, sales, and then after attack, United see a midfielder as key. Amorim wants a midfielder. It is a key priority. Hayden Hackney and Ederson have been linked. Ederson has been linked and reportedly in talk with Al Hilal. Adam Morton is the one that we really like, but it's considered unrealistic due to price. I really like Baleba, but he's not really been linked to him. I think that might be considered unrealistic due to price. But Hayden Hackney's definitely one to watch. Very good progressive player. The final targets for midfield are probably expected to be a bit clearer in July. I think we could have some players that we haven't been linked to yet, maybe be linked to us in July. We were linked to people like Mateta earlier in the season as well in terms of midfield. Amorim wants a new goalkeeper. That is clear. Amorim has told Onana you can look for a new club, but Onana finding a new club is difficult because that club will have to pay Manchester United 26 million book value to sell him. So while Amorim wants a new keeper and sees that as a priority, it will be difficult. We need Bayindir to leave. We need Onana to leave. To do that, we do want a wing-back. That will come to towards the end of the window, but Amorim does think we need another wing-back. Also, that allows Mazraoui to become a permanent centre-back for depth there. Now, centre-back, due to Aiden Heaven's emergence, is not seen as much of a priority. As soon as Leach got injured, it was a priority. Now Aiden Heaven's done well. They're not too bothered about centre-back. Despite losing Lindelof, despite losing Evans, I think because we're not in Europe next season, Aiden Heaven's done well. If we get a wing-back, Mazraoui becomes centre-back. They're not as fussed about that. So let's talk about the latest transfer news on all of these players. And then I want to tell you everything you need to know on these players, the outs, and United's plan for these players. So on Mbeumo, Brian Mbeumo is one step away to Manchester United from Brentford. The contract is till 2030 with an option to extend until 2031. United are confident they can finalise the deal in the next days. Bish, bash, bosh, 5-year deal, boom. We also know on Gyokeres from Fabrizio Romano giving a big update in here, saying that Gyokeres was keen to move to United before the Europa League final, which we didn't win. We didn't get Champions League football. He did say, while there's reports that Gyokeres is open to United, and he's not denying that's he's not denying that. Gyokeres is open to United. The United hierarchy feel that Gyokeres is open to the move. He did say Gyokeres is still assessing all his options. He hasn't chosen Manchester United, hasn't picked Man United, but Man United is among 4 clubs that he's open to joining, and it depends on what those clubs do and what we do, which one he's going to go to. Is essentially what I think Romano was getting at. It's not about UCL football. United still have chances to sign him, but for us to sign him, we need sales. He was happy to go to us, Gyokeres, but he's also happy to go to 3 or 4 other clubs. We'll have to get the sales to get this deal over the line. Maybe someone else swoops in before us. That's sort of what Romano has said in regards to Victor Gyokeres. But if we don't get Victor Gyokeres, I do think we've got a good alternative. And I think £35 million isn't a bad price. Crystal Palace value Jean-Philippe Mateta at 35 million, but are trying to time down to a new contract. Pardon, Manchester United are interested, was also said by Sky. Now, Mateta for 35 million, Premier League proven, I think also would be a good bit of business for United. If you can't get Gyokeres, I'm more than happy to do that. It's affordable. We spoke about Jonathan David in my video yesterday, how apparently he wants Manchester United, but Man United haven't made a move for him. Maybe if we miss out on Gyokeres, we could get Jonathan David links again, but I think the wages he's asking for, because he's a free agent and free agents ask for big wages, may put United off. Now, Rich Fay said this, and it's basically stating the obvious, but he did say Manchester United want to add a proven goal scorer to the front line. And we've added Mbeumo and Cunha that are proven goal scorers, but we also want a proven goal scorer striker. I think those inside Man United are very aware that actually this team just doesn't have goal scorers. Like, we actually have been okay at times under Amorim and just not won the game because we do not have goal scorers. And they're pretty much focusing on that. But to do that, they need outs. So let's dive into what the latest is on outs. Rasmus Højlund is in talks of Inter, likely a loan deal. Anthony permanent exit being explored. There is talks of Real Betis ongoing. Atletico shown interest. Juventus has shown interest. And of course, Ten Hag at Leverkusen has shown interest. Jadon Sancho is expected to leave United. He's confident of finding a new club despite his move to Chelsea falling through. His wage demands are ridiculous, so good luck with that, Sancho. Alejandro Garnacho is told he can go if the right offer comes. He's told he can go. He's been told to find a new club. But if someone bid 30 million for Garnacho, United aren't going to sell him. Even though Garnacho's been told he can go, he's got no future. United want at least 50 to 60 million for Garnacho, but he's been told if that offer comes in, you're gonna go find a new club. Amorim has said that to Garnacho. Rashford held informal talks with Barcelona, but nothing is advanced. Barcelona trying to do a loan deal. They can do a permanent deal with Barcelona, but they're trying to be sneaky and see if they can get him on loan. Anana and Baindia are looking for a new club. Baindia leaving looks 99%. Anana leaving looks 50-50, depending on Saudi. Does Saudi want him? Because he's only really willing to go to Saudi. But we know Anana isn't the happiest about the 25% wage cut. Maino future is just not 100% certain, if we're going to be completely honest. I want him to stay, but it isn't 100% certain. Alvaro, his sale to Madrid is going to bring us in maybe 5-10 million. Alanga, if he goes to Newcastle, could also bring us in 10 million, which is pure profit as well. So we could be getting like 15. If Alanga goes to Newcastle, we could be getting around 15 million plus in pure profit as well, which is like another sale, which is what we need. It'd be funny that Newcastle getting Alanga could actually help us fund Mbeumo to United, eh? In regards to Højlund, Inter have a new contract of Højlund over a permanent deal. United are in the market for a new striker this summer, and the club is open to selling Højlund to Simon Jones. Romano also confirmed earlier this week Inter are interested in Højlund, but they're going to wait and see who the new manager is, the new sporting director is. But we've now got information that Højlund is open to the Inter move and has given indications he'd be open to joining. United want a permanent, Inter want a loan. It might be a loan with an obligation to buy, where Inter will probably spend 5 million to send him back, because you know what happens with Man United players. But yeah, let's continue on. Why is Mbeumo, why is Gyokeres, why is Cunha such good deals for United? Well, let's start by talking about Mbeumo. He's got 27 goal contributions in the last season. He has directness, pace, relentless pressing, and I think he fits Amorim's high energy system. He's one of the hardest working players in the league. For his position, he's almost ranked first for ground coverage. He's also very clinical. People talk about him overperforming his XG, and he won't get this many goals next season, but at least he's clinical. We underperform our XG. We need a player that's going to overperform their XG and be clinical. He's one of people said the same about Gyokeres when he went to Dortmund, and he's been really good at Dortmund. He's one of the hardest working players in the league. He's an instant upgrade on Sancho and Antony. Good off the ball movement. He's Premier League proven. If we brought Gittins or Nico Williams, we don't know how they're going to do in the Premier League. With Mbeumo, we know how he's going to do in the Premier League. His off the ball movement is good. He'll make those runs in behind. With Bruno staying, Bruno's going to find those runs. But it's fact that he slots into the right 10 perfectly. But he could play right wing back. He could play support striker, like as a striker if needed. He's played in a back three with Thomas Frank. We've obviously got the left 10 in at Mateus Cunha. The deal is already done. Cunha is basically offering Amorim's system exactly what we need in the left 10. He's technically sharp. He links play well. He creates space. I like that Mbeumo is someone that runs in behind, whereas Cunha is someone that likes ball to feet more. We've got a bit of versatility there in our 10s, but both of our 10s have really good ball carrying ability. Amorim doesn't want to pass a 10. He wants a ball carrier 10 to help with ball progression, and he does that. I think he plays. I know he's not the hardest working player, and I know he walks a bit, but I do think when he has the ball, he has a real intensity to him in terms of when he's got the ball, he wants to drive forward and make things happen. And look, he's proven in the Premier League. He can get goals and assists playing in a poor side. There's some players that, are good players, but when their team isn't good, they're not good. Cunha's one of those he can play if his team's good or not. And like Mbeumo is in his prime ages. Then you've got Victor Gyokeres, that's got 54 goals in all comps of sporting this season. Amorim knows him very well. There's no adaptation period needed for him to know Amorim's system, and he's a constant threat in behind. He's got natural goal scoring instincts. He's a good presser. There is questions over his touch. There is questions over his ability when he's going to be against low blocks, but he can make goals out of nothing. And I think United need that Haaland type scorer because Højlund just is unable to be it. Anyway, I wanted to just do this video because I thought it'd be good to actually just give you everything you need to know on Manchester United's transfer plans in 10 minutes. Like, everything I've said has come from a very good source of information, you know, no beating around the bush. So yeah, big up everyone that watched today's video. Thank you for watching. Bye.